On August 9, 1944, the Central Committee of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, CPSU, issued a directive ordering the Tatar Provincial Committee of the party to begin a scientific revision of the history of Tartary in order to eliminate the shortcomings and mistakes of the nationalist character that historians and writers have given to the history of Tartary. In other words, the history of Tartary must be rewritten in order to eliminate references to the Great Russian aggression and to hide the truth about Tatar-Russian relations. And this was not an isolated case. In every Muslim area of the USSR, historians, on the orders of the CPSU, rewrote history in order to distort the facts so that the Russians would always appear in a good light. The case of the history of Tartary is a very interesting one, and we have discussed it several times on this site. Tartary was a general term used in Western literature and cartography for a large part of Asia, stretching from the Black Sea, the Caspian Sea in the east, and to the Pacific Ocean and the northern borders of China and India, at a time when this region was largely unknown to European geographers. In principle, Tartary is shown on all maps until the end of the 18th century. It has distinct borders with Muscovy, the early kingdom of Russia, which later became the Russian Empire. However, it seems that Tartary was a distinct state, and this is because it had its own flag and its own heraldry. Why is Tartary mentioned in many books, even in the 18th century, when, according to official Russian history, most of Siberia was colonized by Russians since the 17th century? How is it that a chaotic and disorganized territory still had a capital, namely the current Russian city of Tobolsk, and was mentioned on several maps? In addition, Tartary is mentioned in numerous historical and literary sources, such as Marco Polo's travels, Shakespeare's play Macbeth, Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales, Dickens' novel Great Expectations, and so on. So where did this country disappear to? According to theories, Tartary disappeared in a major civil war that occurred in the 18th century.